real reality of to why you don't have any copywriting clients yet. And no, it is not because you don't have the perfect script. It's not because you haven't found that secret outreach method that's gonna magically help you get 100 different clients every single day. It's not because of that bullshit, and it is not because you're not made for copywriting. It's something worse than that. And today I'm gonna show you what that is. But first, let me tell you why you should actually listen to me. I come from nothing. I was born in a poor family, and so I somehow managed to make it here. I used to live in Dubai. I now make 2.5K a month. I also have gotten another dude around $164,000 in less than 47 days, some shit like that. I have documented my journey in my YouTube channel, and probably you are in the spot that I was once, just looking for copywriting clients and having no results. Dude, I have tried it all. I've tried different outreach methods. I've tried betting reels, betting switch, whatever you can potentially think of. I have already tried it with no success whatsoever. Until one day I got one client in a very unusual way that if you haven't watched the video, I'm gonna leave it over here if I remember. Before I had my first client, there was one thing that was holding me back all the time, and it's probably happening to you as well. And it had nothing to do with which script I had or how many messages I was sending per day, because it didn't matter if I had the perfect script. I still felt like I was afraid of talking to people. I was afraid of sending messages because I believed I was not good enough. Like I was not made for copywriting, or I was not worthy of being paid $3,000 a month or some stuff like that. I felt like I was begging for attention first, and second for money to strangers, because I didn't believe how valuable I actually was. Listen, before you click off the video, hear me out, because this is gonna change your life forever. This is gonna help you get clients like crazy with just one simple change. The reason you don't have any clients yet is because you don't believe that you can do it. You don't believe you're the right person to get $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, or even $10,000. Since you don't believe in yourself, then you're afraid. You're thinking that you're just taking people's money away from them, or you're just gonna steal their money. Because that's what I used to believe before. I used to believe that I was not worth it, and that I was so fucking useless that people shouldn't pay me money. And I felt bad whenever I asked about money, or I asked about working with somebody, because I didn't know that I was that good. Right? So that might happen to you as well. You don't have your first client yet. You don't have experience. You believe that you're not good for it. You believe that people shouldn't pay you money. But in reality, dude, you just need to change that in your mind to the point where you say, okay, dude, listen, I know that I have something to bring to the table, and I know I can make people a lot of money, but you have to be sure that you can do that. And how can you make sure you can do that? Is by becoming so fucking good at whatever it is that you do that you can consistently bring in results. And I know what you're thinking right now. Okay, but if I have no clients, how am I supposed to prove myself? And that's a very valid point. One of the things that you can do, offer to work for free, dude. I know that it goes against everything that the gurus are telling you online, like, hey, never work for free or whatever it is. But the only reason people are gonna believe you is if you actually offer something so good that people cannot say no to. Your offer is the most important thing. Don't pitch them anymore. Just change that mindset and say like, okay, I'm new at this. I'm learning how to make you money. Give me a chance. We can work together. I'm going to do it for free. No cost to you. I'll cover the cost of the tool. So if you're offering email marketing services, so then the cost for the tools. And I know that most of us are broke, but dude, just try to get a job, try to get money to pay 30 days or even a free trial for some email marketing tools out there, and just bust your ass in 30 days trying to show results, trying to prove yourself. Believe it or not, even if you don't sign the clients, even if they don't work with you at the end, you still got that knowledge, you still got that experience. And so if you bring them results, actually you can have that as your first experience, and you can start using that, because that's exactly what I did. I remember at one point I feel like a scammer. I didn't feel like I was the right person, and so I was battling with this imposter syndrome that I know you are battling against as well. I said like, how can I actually not worry about taking people's money and not not delivering the results that I promised. And so I say, okay, dude, I'm gonna offer to work for free. And so I started working with one guy called Owner Arna, something like that on Instagram. This guy has a theme page kind of thing, but he actually DM'd me. He was like, hey, dude, I know you have copywriting in your name. I want you to work with me for free. And I was like, okay, yeah, why not? Instead of me having to go out there, somebody came to me. So I saw it as an opportunity. I said, dude, what do I have to do? Basically, I had to send emails to an AI email list. And so the thing is, I was learning a lot of stuff. I was learning how to write email copy. I was learning how to use ActiveCampaign, ConvertKit, all of these tools. Never used it before, but I said like, hey, listen, if I don't take advantage of this opportunity, I won't ever learn in my life. What happened was, I can say that I failed miserably because I only got this guy like a couple of sales from that email list. At the beginning, I was thinking that it was all my bad. Later on the line, I understood that the email list was not properly segmented. The email list was not properly like built. It was just like a lot of email lists that they bought from another sources. They were sub to other email lists. And so they had no clue who they were getting emails from. And so a lot of people started flagging us as spam. It was just like a shit show, dude. At the end of the day, it was not profitable at all, but I knew that this guy had a personal brand. So I say, listen, dude, I can work in your personal brand absolutely free. And so I was sending them one email every single day. I wrote a sales page that, if I remember, I'm going to put it somewhere. It was just like a 3-step sales funnel with a VSL. And in less than 47 days, we brought, I believe, 60 appointments. I'm also going to leave screenshots over here if I find them, of people interested in buying his one-on-one coachings worth around 160,000 something dollars. So that was pretty good. At the end of the day, we parted ways because I believe that was not the right place for me to be at. Why am I telling you all of this? Because as I said, if you're feeling like you are not made for this, offer to work for free. If you don't know which results you can bring to the table, like 7 leads every single week, if you don't have your offer well established yet, just try to bring it to a level where you feel comfortable that you can achieve it. So instead of saying like, I'll get you 5 leads every single week, just say like, I'll get you 2 leads every single week, and under promise and over deliver. If you can get them over 2 leads every single week, that's gonna be great. The more you do it, you then are gonna learn like, okay, I'm bringing in average 7 leads every single week. I know that to my next client, I can say like, hey, I can bring you in 4 leads every single week, but you know that you can bring in 7. So that's gonna build your reputation, because people are gonna see you like you're better than you actually say, and you're not over promising like 99.9% of people out there. And so that way you're gonna start building that confidence. You're feeling like you're the person made for this. It's gonna help you feel more secure with yourself, so then you don't feel like you're an imposter. And then remember that the only way for you to overcome that imposter syndrome is by reassuring that you can actually do something. But the only way you can do stuff is by actually trying to do that stuff, not overthinking it, and not saying like, whenever I feel like I'm ready, I'm gonna do it. Whenever I feel I have all the knowledge, I'm gonna start. Remember that you need to start first before you actually get that knowledge. That's the only thing keeping you stuck from actually getting clients. So you need to start taking action. You need to stop overthinking stuff, dude. Just go out there, talk to people casually like, hey, dude, by the way, since you're stuck for this long on my video, I'm gonna show you exactly what I tell to people every single time that I send a DM. By the way, I always try to send voice notes. So if you can send voice notes, that's gonna be better, because people are gonna feel forced to opening voice notes because of the intrigue. They'd be like, okay, what is this guy saying to me? But basically, I would approach DMs in a very, very like conversational way, like, hey, dude, sorry for the random message. I was just trying to see if we can partner up. I have this system in place that can bring you in 2 or 3 leads every single week or month, whatever it is. And I wanted to see if I can actually put this for you. You don't have to pay me a thing until I show that it works, and I'll run the cost for everything. Let me know if you're interested, and I'll share more information with you. So as you can see, this is very casual. I'm not selling anything. I'm just being like pretty chilled. I'm not telling people like, hey, pay me right now, or I'm not sounding like I'm salesy or I'm needy. I'm just a chill guy. So if you can do the same, it's gonna help you a lot. Always remember that not every single person is gonna say yes to you, but at the end of the day, the more people you send messages to, the better. And if you sound like somebody who's not desperate and a guy that actually seems trustworthy, then you're gonna be able to achieve it at the end of the day. If you learned something, if this video actually helped you to raise your limiting beliefs, subscribe, leave a comment. That's it. See you in the next one.